That's how the game works, because they control the game. Speaking of sociopaths, I finally read up on a little bit on Donald Trump and Joe Biden Jr. there. Hunter. Gonna give him a strong name, Hunter. And it's fucking hilarious. They're literally getting busted for shit that everybody does. Kind of like the University of Michigan. Like, I don't understand this whole bullshit where everybody's like, Michigan was stealing signs. It's like, everybody's stealing signs. That's why when you watch the game, they disguise the sign. They put the clipboard up over their face. I've said this for years. They're holding a sign up. There's like a cupcake on there, a picture of a dog, and then like fucking, Fonzie from Happy Days. Why do you think they're doing that? Because people are trying to steal signs. And it's a skill. If you don't put the right fucking TV star up there and they can't figure, and they figure out what it is, I mean, that's on you. I love how they were stealing signs, so then they're acting like they knew exactly what the opponent was doing every single play, every single game. It's so fucking stupid. So basically what happened is Michigan pissed somebody off the way Donald Trump pissed somebody off. That's basically what it is. It's all fucking good until you piss somebody off, and then they hold you to the air quote rules. So old Donnie boy, the fucking DA's coming. The DOJ is coming. They're fucking going after this guy because he falsified the value, I guess, of his assets to get favorable loans and insurance. And it's not like he was off by a couple of million. They are alleging at one point he had a golf course worth $27.5 million, and he had it on his loans or whatever, applying for a loan, as being worth upwards of $1.5 billion. Okay? You do that, according to them, and then you sign the piece of paper, you're guilty of fraud. Okay, I'll go with that. But what about the fucking banks? What about the insurance companies? Aren't they supposed to check that out? You telling me I could go to a bank and have some shithole house and be like, yeah, it's worth $1 trillion. I'd like a fucking $500 billion loan. Okay. Is everything on this document true? Yes, it is. Okay, I've done my due diligence as a banker. Yeah, it's the greedy cunt bankers and the greedy cunt insurance companies. They knew what the fuck he was doing, like they all do it, and they went along with it because they believed in him, that he wasn't going to default on his fucking loans. And that game is all well and good until somebody defaults on the loan. I don't know if that's what he did. Because I remember him, when he was running for office, he was like, I took advantage of the bankruptcy laws. Nobody's ever done it better. In fact, I know more about the bankruptcy laws than anybody, all that bullshit. And I remember his side, they were so fucking stupid, they were cheering him on. It's like, guys, that's our money. That's our money. He defaulted on the fucking loans. Do you think the bank's going to lose money? They don't. They take it out of us. He was basically standing there saying, I got a bunch of your money and never paid it back, and you guys paid the tab, and people gave him like a fucking standing ovation. So then Hunter, little cokehead over there, he took the White House a little literal there. I guess they're saying his Dad, how much money you want to take from Syria? He was getting bribes. Oh, my God, what a surprise. A political official getting bribes? They're set up to be bribed. They're so fucking grossly underpaid. That's how the corporations ruined this country. They weren't making... They were basically, for the level that they were at, they were getting paid like an NFL cheerleader. To have all of us yell at them and tell them that they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They got sick of getting yelled at, so they took the payoffs from the corporations. Oh, Billy, making it so simple. He read a couple of articles. So, Bill, tell us how the world works. I'm gonna. So I guess old JoJo there, if he can remember, was taking payoffs from other countries, probably to, give him aid or I don't know what the fuck, so he could get a house on Martha's Vineyard. Although he's white, he's probably going to Nantucket. And then he ran him through Hunter. And he was too coked up to realize he was getting fucking used. And now he's sitting there holding the bag. Now he's the patsy. Is that what's going on? Like, I think all of that's the same. Michigan, Donald Trump, and Hunter Biden. That's all the same fucking story. Well, not really Michigan. Michigan, I think, is bullshit. And I don't like Ohio State, but even if Ohio State got busted for, like, stealing signs, I just don't think stealing signs is I just don't think You know, that's how you win a war. It's a skill, and you got to try to figure out what they're doing. It's a riddle wrapped up in an enigma with the fucking Steve Urkel sign, right? If you can figure that out, maybe you get an advantage on one or two plays, but that's it. It doesn't like. I mean, I guess if you got the advantage on the very last play and you fucking, you know, up by one or some shit, maybe that would be it. I don't fucking know. Seems like a whole bunch of nothing to me. But you know what? I'm a simple man. You know what I'm saying? I put my pants on one freckled leg at a time, and I try not to be involved. But I had a day off in New York, and I'm an old man, so I still buy the paper. And it's funny, I had to go to a couple of delis, like in New York. Like, they all sold the paper. Now, the newspaper's going away, you know? That's back. Those were like the more wholesome lies that I grew up with used to be in the newspaper. So I like reading those lies because I can read them in my voice, you know, as opposed to watching the 24-hour news networks where they just sensationalize everything and, you know, scare the shit out of you, blame the other side, and then offer no solutions whatsoever. As, you know, a lot more times than not, I feel like they're getting paid by the people that they're complaining about, maybe to look the other way. I don't know. I tie it all together.